So it all started with our previous review of a friend's watch, the Rolex Submariner reference 116613LB. The symphony of the blue and the gold colours was simply sublime. Of course, not forgetting the quality of the watch itself was astounding. Just look at another of my friend's full gold version of it. It was heavy and solid. I mean, who wouldn't want one? I definitely do. But let us be real, how many of us have the means of surplus cash to do just that? Although there was a slight drop in prices recently, this dual-tone blue gold sub is going at a hefty price tag average of 20,000 Singapore dollars. So, what is a salaryman like myself got to do? I love the look and I was not going to part with 20k. The answer is to look for viable alternatives, and like I said before, as long as it is not fake, any Homage watch will be worth looking at. And so after scouting on Aliexpress, I knew that Pagani Design were making good quality Homages. I made the splash into purchasing its version of the blue gold sub at a superb price of 115 Singapore dollars. I was super excited knowing that others like this gentleman here at Just One More Watch had endorsed it prior by saying, "You get a chunk of watch for that price." I waited with bated breath for it to arrive 2 weeks later. And here we are. The box arrived well with no dents or smashes, and after removing the outer box, it revealed a good quality rubber feel inner box with a magnetic lid. In the box came along with a blue dust cloth, a tag, a blank warranty card, and also an instruction booklet. None of which, in my opinion, would you ever need to use. And there it was. My heart went badok badok. The watch was simply stunning. What you are getting out of the Pagani Design PD1639 is enormous value. It has a 43mm stainless steel and gold-plated case along with sapphire crystal, a luxurious blue bezel. However, the dial is more on the purplish side. Powering it up is a reliable automatic winding workhorse movement, the Seiko NH35A. Seeing this with its exhibition case back, I cannot help but feel so happy. The bezel is a unidirectional one, which means it goes in only one direction and has 90 clicks. The sound of the clicks is pleasant, however, it does move easily, so as a daily wear, the top triangle might move without you noticing it. Not a problem if you're on land, but if you are diving, it might be dangerous. Of course, not all things are perfect here. After removing the stickers, the bracelet seemed a little clunky and of an inferior stainless steel grade as compared to the case. Upon wearing it on my small wrist, you can see a very obvious bulge at the area after the lugs. This was not good at all for me, as probably only those of you with larger wrists will not face such a problem. What was worse still, after removing it, the bracelet started to fall apart. So I will dare say that sorry Pagani Design, your watches are great, but your bracelets need more quality testing. Luckily, I wanted to change the bracelet anyway, so at the same time I purchased a black rubber sport bracelet, the kind that looked like the Oyster Flex rubber bee bracelet, and along came with it useful small tools, and like all these things on AliExpress, sometimes the QC goes a little awry. As you can see here, the rubber near the lug area wasn't properly cut, but no sweat. It could still fit the lugs well. The clasp, you can tell that it is of an inferior quality, but at a $20 price tag, I couldn't complain. The clasp clicked and fitted securely, other than that being a little sharp at the edges, which I solved with a very fine sandpaper to smoothen them. There was however a miscommunication between Pagani Design and I, where there was a confusion on the lug size. I read it was 20mm, but after purchasing I was informed that it was 21mm, hence the ugly gap at the lug you see here. Perhaps a blessing in disguise, where I soon bought another blue version of the rubber bracelet, of which fitted perfectly at 21mm, and gosh, together with it, the watch looked gorgeous. Perhaps Pagani Design should consider providing the PD1639 with rubber bracelets instead. My first impressions were that, with this price, I was really impressed with the feel of quality as it stood. No doubt that this was a clone of a Rolex Submariner, down to even its bracelet and clasp, and no way will you get the same quality as Rolex. Overall, I am so pleased with my Pagani Design journey, and I had lots of fun changing out the bracelet, personalizing it to my own style. With all the quality issues that I faced, I disputed and had some monetary rebates, which made my costs a little lower. I found myself using this watch quite a lot in the last few weeks, really pushing it to its limits by, using every day outside and even washing it in the shower with me, and it still works so well. I am convinced that it can be an everyday beater watch, which is also great to look at. and everyone should buy one. This has been Salarywatchman. Hope you enjoyed my unboxing video, and see you at my next one. Bye bye.